So this is the 2018 Junior Cert Higher Level Paper 1 and we're looking at question number 5. Part A says work out the value of 3p minus 4t squared when p is equal to 6 and t is equal to 5. Okay, so this is just a simple substitution. So it's 3 times the value of p, which is 6, minus 4 times the value of t squared, which is 5 squared. So you can put this in your calculator, or if you're not doing that, just be careful of this bit here. Well, 3 sixes is 18. And then here, the 5 gets squared before it gets multiplied by the negative 4. So that's 5 squared is 25. 4 times 25 is 100. So it's 18 minus 100, which is minus 82. Okay, part B, multiply out and simplify 2x minus 3 times 4 minus 5x plus x squared. Okay, so you can do this by grid method or just by this method here, where you just multiply each term in the first bracket by each term in the second. So multiplying 2x by 4, that's 8x. 2x by negative 5x is minus 10x squared. And 2x by plus x squared is 2x cubed. Okay, and then we can multiply the minus 3 by each of those terms as well. So minus 3 by 4 is negative 12. Minus 3 by minus 5x is plus 15x. Just be careful with your signs. Use a calculator if you need to without the x. Minus 3 by plus x squared is minus 3x squared. So that's the multiply bit done, multiply out, and now we're going to simplify. So we're going to collect the like terms. So we've got 2x cubed, and there's no other x cubed terms, so that's just 2x cubed. You've got negative 10x squared and negative 3x squared. You combine them, you get negative 13x squared. And then you've got your 8x and your 15x, which gives you 23x. And then finally you've got this negative 12 on its own. So that is the simplification done. Okay, finally part 3 says factorize fully 10de minus df minus 5ef plus 2d squared. Well, you can see here there's actually nothing you can factorize out of all 4 terms apart from 1, which would just which would be helpful. So you can do this by pairing. So you got to pair one term to another and do that with so you're creating 2 pairs, in other words. So I'm kind of looking at these 2 here. I can pair these 2 because I've got a common factor of 5e, and then my second pairing would be these 2. Okay, so for the first pairing, 10de minus 5ef, the most I can factorize out of both of those is, as I said, 5e. So 5e factorized out of this would be 2d. And 5e factorized out of negative 5ef leaves me with minus f. Okay, so now looking at my second pair, I've got minus df plus 2d squared. Well, the most I can take out of that would be d, or negative d. So if I take out positive d, I want to get the same bracket as I have here again. So this bracket here, in other words, I'm hoping I get 2d minus f in here. So I'm going to factorize d out of 2d squared. That gives me 2d. And then when I factorize d out of negative df, it leaves me with negative f, which is exactly what I wanted. If you had taken minus d out, you would have got these terms with the signs changed. So you would then have to redo it. So now I've got 5e times this bracket plus d times the same bracket. So to factorize that fully, I can write it as 5e plus the d. They both get multiplied by that common bracket, the 2d minus f. And that's the full factorization, and that's the end of the question.